Hello everyone, welcome to your reading. So this is a reading for all the signs. You'll find yours in the timestamps. For a more in-depth reading, you can look at your moon and rising signs as well. So this is for sun, moon, and rising signs. We will have all signs in the timestamps. This is a love reading, love and romance reading. I will try to indicate, you know, if you're single, this is what it mean. If you're in a relationship, this is what it could mean. So it isn't just for singles. All right, let's go ahead and start. So for Aries, all right, so your card is the Seven of Wands, Aries. The Seven of Wands comes out when we are being defensive. It can also talk about if we are trying to decide if we want to fight for this. You know, if you're in a relationship and you're not quite sure if it's going the way you'd hoped, and you're trying to take that step back and decide if you want to stay in it and fight for it. So it can talk about feeling defensive. So possibly on this day, you will find that you are feeling like you need to defend yourself a lot. Maybe you're being accused, or the other way around. Your partner's being very defensive. So for those of you that are not taking that step out to decide if you want to fight for the relationship, so to speak, then just be prepared that your partner might be very defensive on this day. Or vice versa, you might feel the need that you're needing to defend yourself about something. All right, so let's go ahead and move to Leo. King of Wands, there you are, Leo. You're going to be fully in your power, really feeling like yourself, you know, very creative, you know, high leadership skills. You're going to be very much acting in your element. And I say acting out in your element because we are represented here in the king. So the kings in tarot are the ones that navigate the 3D world, and the queens are the ones that's kind of how we perceive the world around us. So we're not perceiving the world in our element. You're literally going to be presenting, you know, as your lion self. Let's see, we're not coming out in the reverse, so it's not like you're going to have too much pride. You're not going to be any of your negative aspects. You're going to be very in your positive aspects, where you could be. I almost want to pull another one just because when I get the court cards, let me go ahead and do that. 8 of Wands. Wow. So when it comes to relationship, the 8 of Wands is Cupid's arrows. So this can be, you know, someone reaching out, messaging you, calling you. So there will definitely be communication. And maybe with the King of Wands here, this could be you're the one reaching out to communication. But as you see, the wands are coming in and coming toward the king, which is you in this reading, because you are Leo and the King of Wands represents Leo. So I would say that someone is going to be communicating to you, maybe confessing how they feel about you. And I mean, this is a daily reading, so it might be just as simple as, you know, they like one of your pictures or your, you know, kind of like that sort of thing. Like there is, they're obviously looking at you, in the whole, you know, Leo that you are. They're admiring you, that sort of thing. But this also talks about fast movement. But it is much about things will start growing, happening fast, and some good communication going on. It talks about action happening, new arrival type things. You know, things are coming in and things are getting, you know, moving around. So okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that, since we got 2 cards for Leo, and we will go on to Sagittarius. Page of Wands. All right, so the Page of Wands is my ADHD card. I have ADHD. I have children that have it. It is, you know, oh, look over here, this is cool. Look over here, this is cool. Look at, you know, your, my son jokes that he doesn't understand. He says that it was named the wrong thing, because you don't have a problem paying attention to things. It's that you're paying attention to everything all at the same time, so you get distracted. And that could be the case here for your relationship on this day, Sagittarius, where either you're feeling very distracted, and your partner is not getting your attention, or vice versa, where they are kind of preoccupied, or distracted, and you're feeling a little bit like you're not really getting your quality time in, or you could be feeling invisible, that sort of thing. It could also, I mean, it can affect you on all kinds of different levels when it comes to whatever you're doing. Like, let's say you and your partner are working on a project, and the project isn't getting finished, and, you know, it's causing a bit of arguments because there's no focus, there's no organization, that sort of thing. So just keep that in mind when it comes to working with your partner, how it can affect your life if it's feeling like, you know, there's a lot going on, or there's a lot of distractions when it comes to the relationship aspect. All right, let's go ahead and go to Pisces. Oh, wow. Ace of Pentacles. I love the aces. So this is some new coming in. So for those singles out there, there is an offer that is either being made to you or you are making out on this day when it comes to romance. We're in a romance and love reading, so that's how we're reading it. Even if it's a pentacle, this is a new offer being made. So someone could be asking you on a date. They could be asking for your phone number. It's usually the beginning part, being the ace. It's not like an engagement or that sort of thing. However, because we are talking pentacles in the 3D world, it could be you're receiving a gift, move, like moving in together, because this can represent a new home, a new car. So there could be a really nice gift going on that is being given. So congratulations, Pisces. You might be having a little surprise or gift, or actually maybe quite significant as well. Okay, let's move on to Cancer. Wow, 9 of Pentacles. So this would make me feel like this is more gauged toward the single, or not the singles. Yes, the singles. Just in the sense, or, well, I mean, I guess it could anyone. The 9 of Pentacles represents independence. As you can see, she is standing in her power. She's intelligent. She's, there's abundance around her. There is, all the pentacles. Basically, she is very independent. And she is content. She doesn't feel lost or alone being by herself. So if you have been in a relationship and you've been feeling, like you're kind of longing for that person still, or needing that person or something, that will start going away, where you are actually very content and enjoy that alone time. You're actually appreciating that. It's solo pleasures, basically. You're going to kind of go solo on this day, whether you're, in a relationship, so to speak, too. So it's, maybe you're, and it talks about kind of like pampering ourselves and luxury as well. So maybe you're going to, instead of spending the day with your partner, you're going to go on a shopping trip and spoil yourself, or to the spa, something like that. So I guess I will wrap that up here for that one. Now, what was that? This one was Pisces, so this was Cancer? Did I ever even say this was Cancer? Hopefully. All right, so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Well, let me get this one. Wow, the Empress. Okay, so this is talking about your divine feminine. So really kind of honing into your feminine side, being very nurturing. The Empress and the Emperor are kindreds, there are counterparts. So if you have the Empress, if you're in a relationship, I would say to be very nurturing to your Emperor. You two are running an empire together, and you're there to be nurturing and all of those things. And if you are single, I would say, the Empress talks about creation, like the birthing of something new. So this could be, at this moment, you are, it's all about abundance, fertility, and creation when it comes to the Empress. So you could be on the crest of something new coming in. And something that would be, on that Emperor level, if you are coming in as the Empress. Okay. So that was Scorpio. let's go ahead for Aquarius. Strength. So when we talk about the Strength card, it's like you've balanced your head and your heart. You've tamed that inner beast. So this could be saying, you know, during the time on this day when in regards to your relationship, you might need to kind of hone in on that strength. Don't come from ego. Really try to come from grace is when, you know, when we're talking about the Strength card. Sometimes, you know, in relationship, it's easy to snap, to say something that hurtful that we can't take back and all of that. So it looks like you'll be needing the Strength card when it comes to the relationship. So it could just be a reminder to keep that in mind, to come from grace. It also talks about, you know, self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage, all of that. So for those of you that are not in that situation where you're in a relationship and you're going to need to watch your mouth, or, you know, don't let your ego get the best of you or get hurt, you know, in that situation, it's about self-love and unconditionally loving yourself, or having self-respect, having courage to, you know, so something might be coming about that day where we are, you know, like, don't lower your standards. Don't think, okay, well, you know, maybe I will call my ex back, you know, something to that effect. So for singles out there, just love yourself and have the courage and self-respect for you in that time when it comes to relationships and love matters. So Gemini, King of Pentacles. So he is the self-made king. It's all about luxury. You know, very hardworking, very loyal. I do want to pull another one when we get the court cards, because you could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or you could be coming, you know, I like to think of this as your reading, and you're presenting as the King of Pentacles, which means you're going about your daily life, navigating the 3D world as the King of Pentacles. So that would show me that you're being straightforward, you're, you know, very grounded, down to earth, successful, hardworking, all of those things. And let me pull another one here. Wow, the High Priestess. So you are really, your intuition is very heightened. So if you're getting intuitive nudges when it comes to love and romance, you are right on the money. This is the you know card. So you know what you're feeling is correct, that sort of thing. So it's almost like you're being very grounded and loyal in that sense. So, and you're coming in as a king. So, and you're trying to do things very responsibly. It's not like you're hot-headed or anything like that. So you know, the High Priestess can talk about the mystery, the unknown, you know, behind the veil, the secrets. Very much so into intuition and trusting yourself. So I feel like a lot of times when we're getting a tarot reading, there might be a specific question that we're unsure of, you know, like, can I trust this person? So if this is representing the person that you're dealing with, they are a very trustworthy person, and you know that, maybe you're just having some fears, or something like that. If this is representing you, you're the loyal one, and you're having some intuitive nudges telling you, hey, you know, something's up. But this is ultimately the you know card. So you know the answer, whether it's what you want to hear or not. All right, let's go ahead and go to Libra. The Hierophant. All right, so the Hierophant talks about traditions. It can also, you know, you might be learning something new with your partner. You might be taking a class together, you know, something to that effect. But it can also talk about our traditions, you know, where you're keeping things very traditional. In reverse would represent challenging the status quo, like if you're doing things not the norm, you know. So this would represent going about things very to the book. It can also talk about your spiritual rule book. So possibly, you know, you're looking for a partner that meets your spiritual that shares your spiritual views, you know, those sort of things. Or you guys are, you know, maybe you meet someone at school or at church or something like that. So it's very conventional. It can talk about learning and, you know, this is the Pope card basically. So maybe you're going to have marriage counseling. All right, let's go ahead and bring this over to the earth signs. So we'll do Capricorn, Six of Wands. So there is victory, success, and public recognition when it comes to love and romance. So possibly you ask somebody out and they accept, you know, that could be a victory or a success. Now, public recognition might be you guys are, you know, Facebook official, that sort of thing. There is, it's almost like good news coming in or an award. And as you can see, you know, it usually talks about something being public because it's kind of like out in the open. So maybe something is being announced, you know. I'm seeing the pink confetti here. Like, I'm wanting to say like a gender announcement, you know, like a baby announcement, and like it's a girl kind of thing. So Yeah, so it can be something as small as, you know, Facebook official, or a victory of, you know, they accepted your invitation to a date night, or the person that you were really wanting to ask you out does, or something as big as, you know, doing this gender reveal party, you know, and it's publicly announcing that you're having a girls, that sort of thing. So congratulations. All right, let's move on to Taurus. The Knight of Swords. So this is the fastest moving knight. So like almost like a message coming in. Something coming fast with purpose. So let's pull another one because we have a court card. I think I want that one. Three of Wands. All right, so the Three of Wands is when we are waiting for our ships to come in. We're planning and preparing for our future. Like things are expanding, moves are being made, that sort of thing. So it's almost like your ship is coming in fast because we have the Knight of Swords. So possibly fast travel, or I don't know. See, with this Three of Wands, it always looks like the person isn't really planning or preparing. It's like they're just sitting there waiting. But this is fast movement. So there might be a bit of a divide with the relationship where one of you is kind of let's wait and see what happens, and the other one's like, no, let's move to the next step, you know, let's move in together, that sort of thing. And they want to just kind of take a sit and let's wait and see kind of approach. Because we have this one going kind of this way and this one faced that way also. So there might be a little bit of a divide when it comes to the wants or needs of you and your partner, when it comes to what's supposed to happen next. That was Taurus, I believe. What was that one? Yeah, because that was Capricorn. So let's go to Virgo. The Moon. All right, so the Moon can talk about unforeseen problems, fears, needing to trust our intuition, secrets, that sort of thing. I want to pull this one because it was like it was wanting to come out. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is going to be fiery, like that risk taker. So this could be talking about you know, the need to take some risks and face your fears when it comes to your emotions. You know, if it's someone that you trust and that you have, you know, that you want to make this work and deepen, then, you know, it's like the Wand sign is our passion. That's our spark. That's our You know, that's what you'd want. So it's almost like you're wanting to dive deep with this person, because the night is going towards the moon. The crab is, you know, the crab or the lobster walks on the bottom of the ocean, you know, so the waters represent our emotion. They're walking in the depths of it, you know, the really deep stuff that, and then it brings it to the surface. So that's when it's like we have to face those fears or deal with those emotions, or being the waters with the moon, it's talking about our intuition. So I feel like this is more so not really fears and not really the intuition part. I feel like this is more so really wanting to ignite those emotions, because we have the Knight of Wands here. So that's talking about, you know, igniting that passion, going for it, all of that. And then the moon talking about our emotions. And it could be facing fears because, you know, we don't want to get hurt or be vulnerable and all of that. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead. That wraps up our daily love and romance readings. And I will catch you in the next one.